Hi everybody and welcome to the Half-Ass Homestead. My name is Angie and today we are taking a Homestead Pantry tour. Here on the homestead we keep the minority of our cans and the majority of our frozen food. The majority of our cans are kept in the city house, the sole fact that we yet do not have the storage for them here. We do not have suitable shelving to store all of our canned goods. So I'm going to take you through a walk through our canned goods and then we're going to visit our freezers. We don't keep too many store-bought groceries here because there isn't much pantry space either. So I'm going to take you guys in for a closer look and kind of explain what's going on. Right in here, in this shelf here and on this shelf up here, we are storing our squash. We don't have a whole lot of squash. Andy is not a fan of squash. I am, but so we got to meet in the middle somewhere. So we have squash sometimes and we don't have squash sometimes. So anyways, we have a backup vacuum sealer here. We like to keep some of the stuff that could potentially fail on draft, like a backup dehydrator, backup vacuum sealer. If something does fail, we need something on draft because it's a 45-minute drive to go get one. They're just used items that we picked up on Marketplace for little to nothing. So it doesn't cost a ton to get that stuff ready and here in case of a failure. In this corner over here, I have some fermented pickles and a couple batches of sauerkraut. I do believe they're probably getting pretty close to being ready to can up. One of these we'll probably eat fresh and the other one will can. Then I also have some water glassed eggs back here, which is going to start coming in handy because our girls are starting to molt and the days are going to be getting shorter, so we'll be working on our egg supply here shortly. Our new hens have not decided to start laying yet. They're at that threshold where they should start laying. They're just not quite there, but that's okay. We planned ahead. Okay, so coming in for a closer look, we're going to talk about canned goods. First thing on the agenda to talk about is pickled coleslaw. This stuff is absolutely delicious. We love it with shrimp tacos, some coconut breaded shrimp and mangoes, and this flavor profile works absolutely phenomenal for shrimp tacos. This is absolutely perfect. And then it's also versatile. If you want to add a little bit of mayonnaise and make it creamy coleslaw, drain some of the water, that's also a fantastic option. We have some sweet pickled beets from the beets we grew in the garden this year. We have grape juice from the wild grapes that are growing here at the homestead that we harvested. We have some mock pineapple. This is really good in Hawaiian chicken, and I'll probably show you guys how to make my Hawaiian chicken, my mom's Hawaiian chicken, here in the near future. This is an absolute fantastic way to use up zucchini. Speaking of using up surplus of zucchini bread jam, also another use for that. Speaking of, zucchini bread jam is another awesome way to use up zucchini. Here I have a little leftover pineapple juice, syrup brine from the mock pineapple. We can use that to put in with a ham or like to baste a ham with. And then we have cowboy candy brine. This is awesome to marinate your steaks in. So that's really good. I like venison steaks. I'll soak them in buttermilk and then I'll turn around and soak it in here. 10 out of 10. I have some better almost sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce and pickle relish. Here is some zucchini relish, I believe. We have our collection of dill pickles. These are dill and sugar with crushed red pepper. These are bread and butter dills. And we have sandwich slices. More sandwich. We have like burger chips. More eating pickles. So we have canned venison here. This is just regular roast style canned venison. We will be mixing up and adding some different flavors of canned venison this year, so stay tuned for that. I'm super excited to try some new stuff. This is barbecued pulled pork. This is really good. I mean, these are like heat and eat meats. They're awesome. I have sloppy joes here. Asian chicken thighs. That's something I will never can again. They tasted great before process. Then after process, they're very flavorless. I find myself making teriyaki to kind of make them taste a little bit better. They're very, very bland. I had the recommendation from a YouTuber that I thought I trusted. I do not recommend. This was a video that I made and I never posted for that sole fact that they're just not great. Here is taco meat and ground canned hamburger. This is hot packed hamburger. That's how I prefer the ground hamburger, or the canned hamburger. And then over here we have cowboy candy, and I made a ton of this because I eat a ton of this. Quite literally, it's like a weekly snack for me. Up here we keep our beans, our green beans. These are all this year's green beans. And come back down over here. We have the home canned tomato sauce from this year. We have a few jars here. We have some beautiful tomato jam. We have, don't mind the label. It's definitely not strawberry jam. This is tomato ketchup. This is very good. I am not a ketchup lover. I don't often use ketchup. I use it, like I mentioned in my last video, I use this to mix in with barbecue sauce and jam to like do a barbecue glaze for ribs. But this stuff is actually pretty good. It's a lot more flavorful than just standard old sugary ketchup. I do recommend trying homemade ketchup. Here are some jars of dehydrated puffball mushrooms. Our neighbor was kind enough to give us those. We have apple juice. This is made from apples on the orchard, apples from our orchard here on the homestead. Applesauce, same thing. We have pickled beets, which are something new this year. We don't really know if we like pickled beets. That's something we decided to try. Still haven't opened any yet. We do like sweet beets, however. Here are some canned carrots. We didn't can just a whole bunch, but they do work really nice when you're making something and you're short on carrots. You can add them in at the end. We have some canned coleslaw, or sauerkraut rather, and pickled jalapenos. This makes an awesome jalapeno dip. I'm just saying this. We do really like these. I have a couple jars of beans. I don't know why I brought one jar of kidney beans over here. Typically we use 3 for a pot of chili, so I need to get more kidney beans over. I kind of thought there were already some here, but I guess not. Black beans, awesome. We use a lot of canned beans. And garbanzo beans or chickpeas. Here are a couple more sauces. This is Thai chili sauce. This stuff is really good. It does have some heat on it, which I was skeptical about when I made it, because I like spicy, and that's kind of what I was looking for, was sweet and spicy. But this is very, very good. And sweet and sour, I was skeptical of this. I did not film this, but I probably will next time I make this. This is very good. I didn't think it would. Like, I'm gonna make something that I don't believe in. I was skeptical with the sweet and sour, so we're gonna bring you around and show you the next video. Over in this corner, we have down here a meat slicer. We store our garlic here. Right now we're on store-bought garlic. Our garlic harvest was not this year. Then we have a dehydrator and a backup dehydrator. There's 2. We actually use these for small loads, which is, I'm dehydrating sourdough right now, so it is a small load, so we just used a little one. We keep our, it's either pork or chicken stock up there. I use them pretty interchangeably. Apple pie filling, or pear pie, I think that's pear pie filling. We have some stewed tomatoes, canned pears, white chicken chili base, chicken noodle soup base, my mom's vegetable soup. Did not can well. I do not recommend. Another set of stock. I do believe that is chicken. I have Better Than Bush's baked beans and more canned carrots. We have tomato sauce with seeds, jalapeno jam. This is pickled watermelon rind. 0 out of 10. Do not recommend. I'm probably going to dump those out. I hate it. I heard so many good things about it. And then This is Bloody Mary mix. Here are pickled asparagus and more pickled variety items like dilly beans, pickled asparagus, pickled kohlrabi. We have sweet onion jam. This stuff's very, very good on a roast. This sweet onion jam, it's a sweet and spicy onion jam. This is actually pretty decent on a cracker with cream cheese, which is how I like my jalapeno jam and tomato jam. I like everything on a cracker with cream cheese. It's the best way to serve anything, whether you like it or not. Here is the tomato jam from last year. This is pear honey, though too sweet for me. I'm trying to think of ways to use this, but I've come up with basically nothing. Canned corn, canned peaches, peach salsa. This is very good. Andy hates it, thank God. And then we have pear butter and apple butter, applesauce. This is the last can from last year, which turned out really good, and it's a lot darker than this year's. We have a strawberry preserve, strawberry jam, black raspberry jam. The black raspberries are from the Homestead here. We have more sauerkraut and salsa. This year's salsa turned out bomb.com. Last year I used Miss Wages and it was terrible. Andy used his recipe last year. I took his recipe, added a secret ingredient, and it actually really pushed it to the next level. It turned out really, really good this year, and I cooked it way down because we did not do that last year. I've never been a salsa nut, so Andy is. So I cooked it down longer, and it got a lot thicker this year, so. Okay, so, before I babble. Over here, in this bag, are dried Thai chilies. Oh, look, see? Dried Thai chilies. Like onion bags, like these produce bags that are perforated like that, the net style. I save those, even like the bags you get your cranberries in, because like we get them in net style bags. Those we will save and then use those for drying peppers. We're gonna take a look at the first freezer. This here is my stool, so I can reach the top shelf for when I bring stock down, because I can't reach. So there's my step stool. Do as I say, not as I do. This is our current freezer that we keep most of our vegetables and some of our meat in, so we're gonna bring in and kind of give you a tour. This might be a subpar view. I'm gonna move this. This is a raccoon I need to skin. So we're gonna put that off to the side. It's a little raccoon, by the way. So here's a box of venison steaks, back straps, stuff like that. This is our new venison. We are working on our other venison in the freezer upstairs. So we're putting the new stuff down here for now. In this corner, we have zucchini, and then way down there, that's where I'm keeping the hamburger. This is all shredded zucchini. There's a bag of just cauliflower and a bag of zucchini slices. So here we keep like venison, scrap venison that would have been like thrown away. It's not anything fit for grind or sausage or anything or canning. This is mostly like, it's chunks that got cut off with silver skin and stuff like that off our steaks. So we package these up and save them for the ladies. So we'll unthaw them and feed them out. Be good protein for the winter. We have pork butts down here and all of our corn from that we froze up this year. Our corn harvest did so poorly, we had to actually buy corn this year. So we bought from our neighbor. Here are some venison legs that can stand to be picked apart a little bit. And we have bags of chicken. Like, I have a bag of chicken feet and wing tips and necks. This is for stock making. And then, like, chicken wings. We pieced and parted most of our chickens this year. Left a few whole. We have pork loin. Andy likes his thermometer. I like my quarter. So, quarter on top ice. If your quarter is ever frozen in ice, that means you lost power. So it's a nice indicator if something's wrong. I have a loaf of bread here, pear or pumpkin or zucchini bread. miscellaneous frozen vegetables from the garden, okra, stuff like that. Smoked pork ass. Those are some leftovers that we decided to freeze. Here are bags of bulk venison for canning and grind. Chicken fajitas and stuffed green bell peppers. Way over here we have like chicken, pieced and parted chicken and whole chickens frozen. So we kind of try to keep our like items with like items. Kind of group everything together so it's easier to find. I'm going to shut this up and we're going to go upstairs. Really, while I'm doing a pantry tour, you might be appalled, but this isn't pretty. This is real. This is like the bulk of like the gardening items, where on the same shelf we store our potatoes, mini blue popping corn. Yeah, right? Right. Okay, so this is where we keep our mini blue popping corn and our onions. And yeah, we keep seeds and stuff down here. So here's a little pantry where we keep like, a small handful of items like sugar, flour, things that you might need as a backup. Not much is kept in here. It's really not. So I didn't figure I needed to, it's like vinegar, random shit. The refrigerator that we use for like dry aging. We currently don't have anything in here right now. It's going to get unplugged. Today is opening day of deer season, so we figured we'd just keep it on. We should have just unplugged it because then maybe somebody would have got it here. But anyways, let's go upstairs. All right, we are going to walk through this relatively quickly. I like freezing leftovers in containers like this. There's 2 pieces of pie, pear pie in here, so it's a pair of pie. It's hilarious. Keep venison. We have some like fish remains, like guts and stuff like that for the chickens to pick at. Some chicken brats and andouille sausage up here. It's our box of back straps. That's literally all that's left from last year's deer. Got some shrimp, freezer pops, got a couple chickens, some like squash soup and stuff like that, carrot soup from last year, frozen strawberries, and chocolate chip banana bread. We keep more venison product down here, so we keep like jerky down on the bottom. We're kind of out of sausage, but that's where we were keeping our summer sausage, down to like a half a stick. We have jalapeno peppers and other miscellaneous items. Things that we never touch. We have some fish, ginger, turkey thighs, turkey legs, more fish, cheese. It's not a very interesting freezer, is it? It's a mess. Put some chili in there. That probably needs a solid go through and to get cleaned, so we're gonna put that on the to-do list. Hopefully the dehydrator is not too loud, but this is what we take the bulk of our stuff out of. So that's what we eat off of most, so try to go through things in the order it went in. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to check out my other pantry tour video, I will link that in the description below and in the cards above. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.